Hello and welcome. I'm Natalie. Let's talk about money. So today we're diving into the world of high yield savings accounts to help you make the most of your hard-earned money. This is specifically for your emergency fund, not for just investing. This is not an investment move. This is a savings mode for your emergency fund only. So with interest rates just fluctuating away, here we go over and over again, high one day, low the next. Well, it's not day by day, but it does change. So with the interest rates fluctuating, it's crucial to stay informed about the best options that are available to you. So we're going to explore the 5 top high yield savings accounts as of March 2025. You're going to see this at the beginning of April, but as of March 2025, this is what I was able to find. So first up, we have Axos One savings account. So they're offering an impressive 4.66% APY, or annual percentage yield. Axos Bank is a well-established online bank known for its comprehensive digital banking platform. Most of the ones I'm going to talk about here are all going to be online banking platforms. They seem to have better rates. And this account, the One account is what they actually call it. This account stands out for its high yield and user-friendly experience that customers really like. So this bank also shows APY on a checking account, which is really unusual. So if you were to have both your checking and your savings in this bank, your APY would be outstanding. But just a checking alone, if you did nothing else but open a checking account because you want to switch checking accounts, it offers a 0.51% APY. So it's certainly not like the 4.66 they're offering for a savings account, but it's certainly better than 0.00%, which is what most of our checking accounts provide. So it's something to check out. And again, this is the Axos One savings account. And then next up on the list is Pi Bank. So they're providing a 4.60 APY. And Pi Bank is an online and app-based savings product operated by Intercredit Bank. So they were established in 1992, so they've been around a while. And this account offers a competitive rate with no minimum balance requirements, which makes it accessible for, basically everyone or anyone. So that's a really nice feature to not have balance requirements. And please take a second and give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. Let's go ahead and get back to high yield savings accounts. And then coming in with a pretty impressive 4.55% APY is Fitness Bank. Now, I've never heard of such a bank in my life, but I researched it. I looked into it. And this is basically a health-focused bank that ties its interest rates directly to your physical activity levels. So that just kind of helps encourage a healthy lifestyle while you're saving. So now there's stipulations here, of course, because it's a fitness bank. It is actually called Fitness Bank, but it is worried about fitness. So to earn the highest rate, an average daily step count of 12,500 steps is required. And that's going to be tracked through their app that you would download on your phone. So this does have stipulations that you would have to, be sure that you're following. Now, if you're an active person who, like when I sold cars, it was like 20,000 steps a day, almost every day. So like it can happen, you can do it, but just know that if you're someone who works in an office at a desk 8 hours a day, and you're tired when you leave, so you go home and sit down, like this probably wouldn't be the bank for you. But if you're a fitness person that's out walking around and running around all the time, this might be an option for you. 4.55% as long as you do the 12,500 steps on average in a day. That's just your average daily step count. And then the next one is BrioDirect's high yield savings account. So Brio is offering a 4.5% APY. And BrioDirect is an online banking brand by the long-standing Connecticut-based Webster Bank. So this account requires an application and a $5,000 minimum opening deposit. But after you've opened it, once the account is open and funded, you only have to have a $25 ongoing balance to maintain the 4.50% APY. So if you're not depositing a lot of money right away, this wouldn't be the account for you. And it does require an application. Now, I didn't fill out the application because that makes me nervous. I don't know why am I applying to let you hold my money? It doesn't make any sense to me. But if you're interested, it is a 4.50 APY. So that's a good, a fairly good percentage rate. And it's only a $25 ongoing balance, but that minimum opening balance is $5,000. So keep that in mind. So next is Jenius Bank, spelled with a J though. So is it still called Genius? I don't know. I'm assuming so because why else? So I'm calling it Genius. That's just our joke maybe. I don't know. But it is offering a 4.20% APY. And most importantly, they have no fees, they have no minimum opening deposit, and they have no balance requirement. So Jenius is really the digital banking division of SBMC. They are opening this program up, or this savings account up, for basically everyone. And it still has a great rate. So the 4.20% APY is still great. So this account doesn't provide any kind of ATM access though, or any kind of mobile check deposit capabilities. So just keep that in mind because they are focusing purely on the digital banking functionality, which again, all of these banks are, for the most part, online banks. So keep that in mind. There's a couple of accounts that you can get an ATM or a debit card, but most of these are online that you're not going to have a debit card with easy access. Okay. Now, I currently have my money with Credit Karma, and I have fallen all the way down to a 3.10 APY, which is why I thought I better look into this and I better figure this out because I can be earning more money. That's 1 whole percentage point less than all of these banks. So if I had just $25,000 in my account, over the course of a year, that 1% is costing me $250. Now, costing meaning I'm not earning that interest. Not that it's actually I'm having to pay, but I'm not earning that $250 worth of interest that I could be earning if I was with one of these other banks. So I am probably going to look at Axos, and the other one was Pi Bank. Those were the two that I put on my screen here that I think I'm going to look into more deeply and see if I can get transferred over there so that I can earn more money on my passive income, earn more passive income. Get that interest rate all the way up to 4.5 or whatever. It's important because interest rate changes all the time. And so you do have to keep track. You do have to know what's going on so that you can make the most of your money in your account. So it's essential to verify all of the current rates and all of the stipulations and all of the rules and terms and all of the things with any bank account that you're going to open. And that's true whether it's just a regular checking account or whether it's a high yield savings account. And you should also consider the factors like the minimum balance requirements, any fees that they have, access to your funds. Can you get your funds out tomorrow, or is it going to take 2 weeks to get your money? That's a big issue, because if you have an emergency, because this is for your emergency fund, remember, if you have an emergency, you don't want to wait a week to get your money because your emergency is happening right now. You need your money right now. So make sure that you can get to your money rather quickly, within a day or two. Most banks are able to get you your money within a day or two. Okay. And then also just, make sure you're looking at the rates, because the rate differences, again, it would cost me $250 if I compare what I have now, Credit Karma, and what I could have with some of these other banks. Credit Karma is obviously not a real bank, but it's a real bank because my money is there and it's making interest. I've earned quite a bit of interest, so it's great, but it's not what I consider a real bank. It's more of they're tracking your credit scores and keeping track of your credit scores. And I'm trying to keep my credit score at a certain number, even though I'm not using credit cards. And I'm trying to see how long it's going to take before my credit cards or my credit scores plummet. Okay. And so that's why I use Credit Karma. Really, it's just simple because it's all in one. But if you're costing me $250 a year, darn it, I need to switch. I need to create a new plan. So that's why I'm creating a new plan. Anyway, that's just my long spiel. You didn't have to listen to any of that. But let me know down in the comments below, would you consider transferring into one of these banks, or at least researching one of these banks? Or are you using a high yield savings account right now for your emergency fund? More importantly, do you have an emergency fund? Because you should. No matter what, you should. No matter how rich you are or how broke you are, you should have an emergency fund. So leave those comments down below. I sure would appreciate it. Remember to invest in yourself today so you can make a difference for others tomorrow. And give the video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and be sure to subscribe. When you subscribe, you should hit the bell so you know when the next video comes out. So until next time, happy savings.